Right now, a Dodge County supervisor is in custody after bringing a gun into an elementary school. Hear how officials found out.
Plus, UW-La Crosse's ousted chancellor. He and his wife shared their story after the university's pornography investigation.
And we do have some showers for the most part around Wisconsin Dells and even north of that area up near Stevens Point. We'll time out any stronger storms we could see as we go through the next couple of hours.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Welcome to News 3 Now this morning. Thanks for waking up with us on a Thursday. I'm Shane Hogan.
And I'm Chris Stanford. Thanks for tuning in. A little bit later, we're going to be looking ahead to the weekend. Josh Sprider is going to be in the 608 with what's happening. We're going to need some weather to cooperate, though.
Yeah. Today, we might have some storms to keep an eye on, Savannah.
Yeah, guys, we do have some storms we're going to have to keep an eye on later in the day, this afternoon and evening. That's when we could be tracking some stronger storms. Anything that comes early in the day, though, that's not going to lead to any stronger storms, just a couple pockets of heavier rain, and that's pretty much sitting north of Madison right now. Temperatures out there, though, at 53 in Madison, 54 just north of here in Wanakee. Temperatures are cooler along the lake, though. Waukesha, Sheboygan, Milwaukee, those areas all in the 40s. 41, that's one of the cooler temperatures this morning in Sheboygan, but warmer than what we had yesterday. Some areas were down to the 30s. We're not seeing that out there this morning. North of Madison, that's where all the shower activity is, but we could see later in the day those strong to severe thunderstorms. We are at a low level, 1 out of 5, not anticipating a lot of storms, but something we're going to have to keep an eye on as we head to about 12 to about 6 p.m. later. So might affect your lunchtime. We'll time that out, talk about the modes of severe weather we could see, the biggest threats. That's all coming up a little later.
All right, Savannah, thank you very much. A Dodge County board supervisor is in custody this morning.
Authorities say Daniel Siegman brought a gun into Honor Elementary School northeast of Watertown. The sheriff's office says 4 individuals in the school district reported that Siegman had brought a gun to a meeting with the district administrator. Sheriff Dale Schmidt says that Siegman's made comments in the past that were critical of the sheriff's office, so an outside agency will investigate the incident.
The Dodge County Sheriff's Office says in a statement, in part, while the right to carry a firearm is a constitutional right afforded by our Constitution, it comes with great responsibility. Carrying a firearm in a school without the proper authority to do so in light of the school shootings that occur in our country is unacceptable.
Happening today, the man accused of killing and mutilating 19-year-old Sade Robinson will be back in court. Maxwell Anderson will appear for a scheduling conference. He's being held on a $5 million bond in the murder of Robinson last month. Anderson is facing charges of first-degree intentional homicide, mutilating a corpse, and arson.
Take a look at your screen here. This morning, Madison police are asking for your help helping to find this missing woman here, Jagandia Setendo Cruz. She was last seen at a home on the 6700 block of Schrader Road. That was back on April 6th. She was last heard from on April 10th and was reported missing this past Tuesday. Police say she speaks Spanish. Anyone who knows of her whereabouts is asked to call Madison police.
To the economy now, prices on many everyday items are starting to ease for the first time this year. According to a new report by the U.S. Labor Department, inflation cooled slightly in April. The Consumer Price Index climbed 3.4% from last April, which is down from March's 3.5%. Grocery stores and car dealerships are where consumers found the biggest price relief. According to the report, though, housing and energy prices remain stubbornly high.
And if you shop at Hy-Vee, listen up. The grocery store chain is recalling some cream cheese products due to potential salmonella contamination. The recall includes several of the Hy-Vee cream cheese spreads and cookies and cream mixes. So far, no illnesses have been reported. This recall follows a similar one at Aldi, which also involved cream cheeses. The company says customers should discard the recalled products or return them to the stores for a full refund. Embattled former UW-La Crosse Chancellor Joe Gao is now in jeopardy of losing his tenure faculty status.
He lost his job as chancellor after the Board of Regents found he and his wife appeared in online pornography. Now the two are responding to the university's investigation. Allison Fergit has the story.
In a place as small as western Wisconsin, it's hard not to notice someone as tall as Joe Gao. At 6'4", the educator has stood out for most of his life. It could be the reason he refuses to back down, why he isn't afraid to say aloud what others would not.
Is there anything that you guys regret, or would you still do everything like you have done it?
No, I don't regret anything.
I do regret the impact that it has had on our families. I regret that, but that's not regretting what we did.
The couple has never denied making the videos. What they deny are the allegations against them in the university's 300-page investigative report.
The report goes all over the place in terms of entirely different things.
The charges include accusations of unethical conduct.
I think that they're going to try to say that there were things that we wrote about in our books that were potentially illegal.
Aside from the videos, Gow and Wilson also published 2 books detailing their experiences in the adult film industry. They were released in 2015 and 2018 under pseudonyms. The couple insists they didn't include any references to lacrosse or the university.
I don't think we want to be firing people for what they write in a book.
In the end, though, the decision to remove him could come down to what he didn't write, more than what he did. Gow says he previously did not report the books in his annual outside activities report, which university employees are mandated to fill out. But Gow says the books did not meet the requirements to be reported. Another charge accuses him of using UWL computers to produce porn.
That's just not true.
Gow's fate will be in the hands of a panel of his colleagues in a public hearing June 19th.
I think that the faculty will give me a fair hearing.
What he worries about is what happens after the hearing. Should the university disagree with the panel's decision and appeal to the Board of Regents?
So they've got to show, okay, here's what I did wrong, and if that is nothing more than publish books and make videos, that's not a strong case.
If Gow is fired, he says there would be hardships.
The biggest challenge would be health insurance.
Meaning the videos that began as a hobby could become something the couple depends on.
We do make a little bit of money from the videos on the paid sites. That would pay for health insurance.
At 63, he could simply retire before the hearing and leave with his tenure intact. But Gow and Wilson say the issue is about more than just them.
There's a principle here. I think that this is now bigger than us.
The bigger issue is what are faculty allowed to do on their own time.
For them, it's as much a fight for his job as it is a fight for the rights of tenured faculty.
I think that what a couple does on their vacation, on their own time, with their own money, and on social media, that's their own business, and that shouldn't disqualify one from being a faculty member.
That was Allison Fergott reporting. We'll have more on this story tonight on News 3 Now at 10.
UW Health Carbone Cancer Center is launching a new initiative to develop new treatments for cancer. The new method pairs particle therapy and treatment called theranostics. The treatment is used to accelerate precision radiation therapy and imaging for patients treated through UW Health. Particle therapy uses small beams of radiation to target cancer cells while leaving healthy cells untouched. And theranostics injects small radioactive particles that kills cancer cells, making them easier to find on images.
That's really the driving part of the excitement behind these. And there's a number of features that make these really appealing opportunities to not only improve the survival for patients with cancer, but improve hopefully the cure rates for patients with cancer. And that's kind of what is driving a lot of our enthusiasm around this area.
Funding for this initiative reached nearly $30 million in grants.
All right, 6:08. Checking in with Savannah. What is coming up in the forecast?
Yeah, guys, we do have the potential of seeing some strong to even severe thunderstorms. Overall, the risk is low, but we'll talk about the modes of severe weather we could see later.
And ahead, the Brewers look to take the series against the Pirates. Find out if they got the win coming up next in your morning sports.
And it's almost Friday. We're working for the weekend in the 608 with a preview of what's happening in southern Wisconsin.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning. Brought to you by Toyota.
Summer's here, and with a new Toyota, you can capture all the moments that make summer, summer. Like driving a RAV4 to wade in a waterfall.
Nice.
Cruising to play mini golf in a Camry. Or taking a Tundra to the beach.
You're not going to leave me here, are you?
Right now, get a new 2024 Tundra with 1.99% APR for 60 months, plus $1,000 cash back. See your local Toyota dealer today.
Your summer starts here.
Toyota, let's go places.
The forecast this summer? Hot. We're all trying to save energy, and a quality ceiling fan is an appliance that saves energy and feels great. Save big with the experts at Madison Lighting during this cool fan sale.
You've got this. Your big moment on their big day. The dress? Another one you'll never wear. Gift? Practical. Yeah, you've got this. Just like Associated Bank's got you with early pay on direct deposits. So when you get invited to your third destination wedding in as many months, we'll be there with you.
When we first met Todd, we thought Jen was kidding.
You've got this with Associated Bank.
Save on new Champion windows during replacement window season. Now is the best time to buy new Champion windows, because when you buy 2, you get 2 free.
If your windows are drafty, ugly, or broken, your home needs our windows. We design, build, install, and guarantee it for life. We have enough hands to help you every step of the way.
I couldn't have said it better myself. Thanks.
Buy 2, get 2 won't last long. Call or schedule online at getchampionwindows.com.
Do you want to close out?
Should I? Normally I'd hold, but taking the gains is smart here, right?
Feel more confident with stock ratings from JP Morgan analysts in the Chase app. When you've got a decision to make, the answer is JP Morgan Wealth Management.
Need inspiration? Shop Pick and Save. For over 30,000 mouth-watering choices, plus savings like digital coupons worth over $600 each week and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump. Pick and Save is worth it every time. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Quality, longevity, selection. These words have been synonymous with the Surgenians and Karastan brands for over 90 years. Save up to 20% on Karastan carpets this month with special financing and rebates. Local, sustainable, Surgenians.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning. Moving forward.
It's almost the weekend in the 608. See what that means. It's time to plan for everything that's going to happen here in southern Wisconsin.
Yeah, lots going on. Our Josh Sprider's here to break it all down with your weekend planner. Hey, Josh.
Going on this weekend as we kick off the start of summer festivals in the 608. First up, one of our favorites, an annual tradition on News 3 Now this morning. Set in Demai in Stoughton returns in the 608, and we are gearing up for all the fun. This is a weekend-long celebration of Norwegian heritage featuring fun activities and cultural experiences for the whole family. Join in for the 3 days of parades, amazing foods and drinks, arts and music, athletic competitions, and kids activities. News 3 Now is a proud sponsor. I'll be in Stoughton tomorrow morning, joining the Norwegian dancers from some live TV you do not want to miss. There it is. That was last year. We'll see. They're dressing me up again. I went to Stoughton and they're dressing me up, so we'll be in full costume tomorrow. You can also stop by the Pheasant Branch Conservancy Saturday morning for a Creek Corridor Bird Walk. We featured this yesterday in the 608. This is happening from 8 to 10 a.m. Just meet at the Park Street entrance. Organizers with the Friends of Pheasant Branch say this is a wonderful opportunity to take in the nature we have in our own backyard and maybe see or learn something new. Finally, see if you are the greatest euchre player in the world. You can join the ultimate showdown of euchre skills at the World Euchre Championship. The singles tournament still has spots available in New Glarus on Saturday at 1 p.m. Tickets are $20 and it's all for charity. No cash winnings, but you are competing for the World Championship belt and a whole host of other prizes. Remember, we are your home for what's happening in the 608. You can go to channel3000.com and click on that community calendar. So I have a question for you guys.
All right.
Have you ever played euchre?
Oh,
Of course.
Yeah.
I knew you. I was
Why don't we play like after the show? I mean, don't tell our bosses, but I feel like we could have we should get a little game going.
So I have never played.
What?
I know. I'm gonna have a lot of people.
Finally, I'm not the one that's the oddball
See,
out.
I thought it was gonna be you that did it. I figured Stanny. I was like, Stevens Point, Stanny over there.
You know, it's like, classic lake house activity.
Yeah,
Just get the euchre going. I always need a little refresher, though.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It has been.
I would love to learn. I would love to learn.
I mean, isn't Leah Linscheid an active euchre enthusiast?
I know.
Yeah.
This is shocking that I have not ever played.
Well, we'll get going.
We need to make it happen.
All right.
Thanks,
Lots going
Josh.
on this weekend. Thanks,
yes,
Josh.
there is.
Josh is always looking for inspiration to share in the 608. If you have a story idea you want to see on TV, hit him up and let him know about it.
And before those weekend events, today is our Call for Action Call-a-thon. It's the culmination of our Call for Action week. If you have a consumer issue, you should call our Call for Action team. They may be able to help you out. Volunteers will be answering your calls today from 4 to 6:30. And so far this year, our volunteers have helped successfully solve over 50 cases and recovered over $450,000 for consumers. And they're ready to take action for you. So call again today from 4 to 6:30.
6:15 right now. Checking in with Savannah and your first word forecast. Hey, Savannah.
Hey guys, good morning. Temperatures for the most part lower 50s across Dane County, 50 in Deerfield, 51 in Edgerton. We're a little warmer than that Madison and also westward. Perry sitting at 54. But there are some cooler temperatures for the most part. That's still along the lake, similar to yesterday. Sheboygan's at 41, but look at Prairie du Chien, 61 degrees. So that's a 20-degree temperature difference just from our most west, or one of our most western counties, all the way to one of our most eastern counties. So a little bit of a temperature gradient out there this morning. If you're living along the lake, a lot cooler. We do have the severe risks, mainly damaging winds, also some gusty winds, and also some smaller hail, maybe a couple pockets of heavier rain. That wouldn't be till later today. So we do have some showers developing on the radar. All of those are northward. This is not going to lead to any stronger areas of storms. Camp Douglas, east of that area near Rome and Stevens Point, so north of Madison, that's where all the heavier rain is showing up right now. But later in the day, timing out roughly between noon, so lunchtime, up until about 6 p.m., 6 p.m., these are going to race out of here pretty quickly. That's our time frame for any of those stronger storms to develop. Temperatures warming up, lower 70s, maybe a couple of even mid 70s, a little cooler, upper 60s along the lake, similar to what we saw yesterday. Temperatures then are going to warm up even further for tomorrow afternoon. Could even see some 80s out there. So 80s could return as early as Friday, definitely by Saturday for most. We could even see that as Sunday. That would be our next chance of storms Sunday night into Monday. For this system, overall low storm energy, when you see those blues and greens, that's relatively speaking lower energy. That's the available CAPE or convective available potential energy for any strong to severe thunderstorms to develop. Can't completely rule out though a spin up tornado, but again, first and foremost, we could see that smaller hail damaging winds, and there will definitely be some spotty downpours or areas and pockets of heavy showers as we go through later this afternoon and into tomorrow. 79 Friday. During that time frame, Friday to Monday, we could see some 80s out there, but the best chance of seeing the 80s, that's Saturday. After that long-term forecast, we are going to see things cool down a little bit Friday and Saturday.
Last year, Beloit College baseball won the Midwest Conference regular season and tournament title on their way to the Division III NCAA tournament. This season, their journey back to the big dance was a little different, but as Andrew Banster found out, with their backs against the wall, the Bucks are at their best.
Beloit College baseball is feeling the pressure.
There was a little bit of a struggle. You know, it's hard to repeat. Expectations are hard to meet.
But come the conference tournament, the Bucks buckled down.
And we made a bunch of changes last week in practice. And all of a sudden, the lights came on in the tournament.
They swept their way through the conference tournament, repeating for the first time in program history, sending them back to the big dance.
So happy that we get to go back. This is an experience like I've never had before. And last year, the tournament was the most fun I've ever had playing baseball.
But their return to the tourney is all business. They're swinging for revenge against the team who knocked them out last year.
Last year we played, I think, 11 or 12 innings, lost by 1 run. I think we match up great with them. I'm excited to face them again. I didn't have a great showing against them last year, but I'm ready this year.
The second time around, it's totally different. They're not just happy to be here. They're here to win.
I think last year we went into it more for the experience, and I think we proved to ourselves that we can compete with these really good teams. So I think going back and getting to play them again and showing them that we are a really good team and that we can beat them.
A team whose season stays alive 9 innings at a time. In Beloit, Andrew Banstra, News 3 Sports.
Brewers looking to take the series against the Pirates, and the long ball was a theme for the home team. Third inning, William Contreras sends a 3-run shot to right. His 6th home run of the year puts the crew up 3-1. Then a couple batters later, Gary Sanchez is up, and it's another homer. This time, the 2-run blast makes it 5-1. Brewers hit 5 long balls in the game. They blast the Pirates 10-2 the final. And that's it for Morning Sports. Have a great day.
You too, Zach. Still ahead, the Packers have their schedule figured out for next season. We'll tell you about it.
Also still ahead, this is coming up in our next half hour, why Monona is issuing a ban on new vape shops. We have some reaction this morning.
And as we had to break on this Thursday, we're taking a look at gas prices. We're back after this.
Susan Simon, News 3 Now at 4 and 5, weekdays moving forward.
You can't just pull up to a drive-thru and order perfectly tender brisket that's been slow smoking over hickory wood for 13 hours. Actually, Arby's just lied. You totally can. Arby's, we have the meat.
Owning my own home is nice. You can just come home knowing that it's yours. It's a sense of pride, sense of ownership, and enjoying it with everyone that I love and care for.
Make a lasting impact on local families in need. Please donate today.
This right here is confidence in a bottle.
It makes me feel so much more confident than I've ever felt.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. We even have a video, and all he uses is a small amount on a clean, dry face. And what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes. And I did this to my father. We were at home, so we applied it to his under eye bags, and let me tell you, we were so excited. In under 10 minutes, they visibly disappeared from view, and now it is literally part of both of our daily routines. And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles.
This Memorial Day is the best time to try Plexiderm at our startup price of only $14.95. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Thousands of our heroes face the difficult choice between keeping their heat and power on or facing homelessness. 21,000 Wisconsin veterans are living below the poverty line, many impacted by physical or mental health challenges. Wisconsin loses 3 veterans to suicide every week. Together, our mission is to provide all struggling Wisconsin veterans with a critical survival safety net that keeps them safely in their homes. You can make a real difference by providing a donation to the Wisconsin Heat and Housing for Heroes initiative, with 95 cents of every dollar donated going directly to those right here in your community. Help by visiting www.heatforheroes.org. or by calling 1-800-891-9276. That's 800-891-9276.
It's Ford SUV season. Time to get out there and take on adventure in a whole new way. Start with great offers on Ford Bronco and Bronco Sport, all equipped with 4x4 capability and with the help of GOAT modes to go over any type of terrain. It's Ford SUV season. Let's get going. Lease a Bronco Sport for just $299 a month for 36 months. See your Wisconsin Ford dealer.
Hey, we're back here at 6:23, sharing Linda's morning. She photographed some nature in her neighborhood. Look at that.
Licking his chops.
Deer licking their chops.
See something tasty patch of grass.
Camera looks good. Thanks, Linda. We appreciate it. All right, Shane, what are we talking about today?
Okay, we are talking about the Green Bay Packers schedule because the NFL announced the full schedule last night. So if you missed that, we'll break it down for you. Of course, we already knew the Packers' first game of the season. They're starting things off in Sao Paulo, Brazil. They are playing on a Friday night there on Peacock.
Against the Colts, right? Yeah.
There you go. Eagles.
In week 1?
Yeah.
In Sao Paulo. Eagles.
Reed, is that correct? Eagles. All right, some highlights. In week 4, the Packers will host the Vikings. They'll see their old friend, Mr. Aaron Jones. That's just one of 3 games that can be seen right here on News 3 Now. The Pack hosts the Miami Dolphins in a primetime slot on Thanksgiving. So as you're enjoying your turkey, you'll be seeing the green and gold at home on Thanksgiving.
Pack hosting Thanksgiving. Haven't seen that. Oh, gosh, I don't remember the last time, so that'll be a fun one.
Yeah, maybe that's where you're spending your Thanksgiving this year, up at Lambeau. Well, that's going to kick off 4 straight primetime games. They also finish this season against the Bears at home. That Week 18 matchup.
Circle that one on the calendar.
That one's still listed as TBD for the time. So
and we could flex that into prime time if there are postseason consequences.
Yeah, just like last year. Same exact situation happened last year, and of course,
winning in
for the Pack, and that's how it played out.
That way. Oh,
there's a lot of hype. A lot of hype, right? I mean, Jordan Love, after really breaking out last year, it's going to be interesting to see. The division, I think, is going to be very competitive. The Lions were, a game away from the Super Bowl.
They're the real deal. Yeah,
so
they are the real deal. And the Bears, with their new star talents and the change that they've made, it'll be interesting to see what they're capable of this season as well.
Maybe they can find
And the Vikings, nobody cares about the Vikings. Let's go to Savannah
You
now.
just ticked someone off, that's
the bus
for
stop
sure.
forecast. Hey, Savannah.
Hey guys, good morning. Bus stop forecast not tracking any showers and storms early this morning here in Madison. Northward, that's a different story. We could see a couple of stronger ones later in the day, guys.
Send those emails to shogan@WISC.
Don't think about it.
3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Everyone's vision needs are unique. At Shopko Optical, our caring team of professionals will work with you to ensure your vision is at its best. Shopko Optical can help you experience every detail, color, and breathtaking sight in clarity.
Nobody kicks off festival season like Stoughton, because nobody runs a festival like Stoughton or crafts a festival like Stoughton. The fact is, nobody eats up a festival like Stoughton. The Sit Into My Festival in Stoughton starts May 17th.
The forecast this summer? Hot. We're all trying to save energy, and a quality ceiling fan is an appliance that saves energy and feels great. Save big with the experts at Madison Lighting during this cool fan sale.
Get an 11% rebate on everything at Menards. From hitches to ratchet straps and everything in between, we've got your hauling needs covered. These heavy-duty ratchet straps feature a 5,000-pound brake strength limit and double J hook ends. Now $14.99 after rebate. Shell Rotella synthetic diesel motor oil offers superior protection against heat, deposits, and engine wear. It can also improve your fuel economy. A gallon is just $18.99 after sale price and 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Our city has a pulse. Steps from bustling and wild. Come find familiar. Experience new. Live in our rhythm and stay.
When you need inspiration, it's worth shopping Pick and Save, where you'll find over 30,000 mouth-watering choices with savings beyond low prices. Savings like digital coupons worth over $600 each week and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump. More savings and more inspiring flavors make Pick and Save worth it every time.
It's your thing. Do what you want to do.
Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Hi, I'm Fiona Rataj with the League of Women Voters of Dane County. Here are 3 things to know. Make sure you are registered to vote at your current address. You can check or register at myvote.wi.gov. If you do not have a Wisconsin driver's license or state ID, you can register to vote with your municipal clerk by completing the registration form on MyVote. Absentee ballots must be requested.
3 things to know. Part of News 3 Now's 3 Cares Community Impact.
What you see is important. That makes quality eye care important too. Get personalized care from experienced optometrists at Shopko Optical. Better eye care. You'll see. Don't need glasses? See us for your contacts and save on your annual supply.
Right now, a decrease in the number of overdose deaths nationwide. A breakdown of what those numbers look like here in Wisconsin.
Plus, the reasons the city leaders have given for temporarily banning vape shops in Monona and how store workers are responding.
And temperatures out there in the lower 50s, 53 in Madison. We're tracking some rain. We'll talk about where that'll be the case later today and if we could see strong storms.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday. Thanks for tuning in to News 3 Now this morning. All right, Shane Hogan needs a emergency battery swap here for his microphone.
Just live TV for you folks. Really sorry about that. Stand by with me.
So we're going to go right to Savannah, who is out on the patio this morning with your first word forecast. Hey, Savannah, is your microphone working?
I think so.
All right,
yeah,
you can
hear me, right? I was
back.
wondering what happened. I was like,
Sorry. Tell us what's coming up in the weather, Savannah.
Yeah, Shane's getting new batteries right now. Guys, we're tracking some showers. For the most part, that's just to our north in Madison, but we're waking up to the lower to mid-50s, at least here across Dane County, 53. That's your current temperature in Madison. Temperatures are cooler, though, off towards the lake. Sheboygan still only sitting at 41 this morning, but we will see temperatures climb very similar to yesterday as far as temperatures go, not overall weather conditions. We actually do have a little bit of sunshine out here right now. Clouds are definitely increasing, though, and all those showers are sitting north of here. Later today, we will have to watch a few areas, potentially seeing a line of showers and storms. Our biggest threats, though, that's going to be damaging winds and also gusty or small hail. So damaging or gusty winds, small hail, heavier pockets of rain. We'll time out specifically when those storms are set to arrive coming up.
All right, thank you, Savannah. Now to some new information this morning. For the first time in 5 years, the number of overdose deaths is down. That's according to the CDC's 2023 report. Last year, more than 100,000 people died from overdosing, which is down 3,500 from 2022.
But here in Wisconsin, overdose deaths increased by 200 or more each year between 2018 and 2021. The CDC is still working to collect all data needed to draw conclusions about 2022 and 2023, but it predicts 1,828 people have died from overdose in 2022 and 1,754 have died from drug overdose in 2023. That's a decrease of deaths of about 4%. And even though the number of overdoses has decreased each year since 2018 nationwide, the number of overdoses in 2023 was tens of thousands of deaths higher than it was in 2018. And with those fluctuating numbers from Wisconsin, local advocates say it's important to see people through their recovery process.
When they eventually gain sobriety, they gain so much humanity, so much light, so much love, because they've been to the darkest place that they can in their life.
The CDC says despite the decrease across the nation, their mission has not yet been accomplished. A statement from the agency's chief medical officer reads in part, there are still families and friends losing their loved ones to drug overdoses at staggering numbers. Our thoughts remain with those who have lost loved ones and those who are struggling with addiction or know someone who is. Our country is committed to ending this epidemic and preventing unnecessary death and suffering. The CDC has a multi-step strategy to continue reducing overdose deaths. It's centered on treatment, prevention, harm reduction, and recovery programs. You can find a link to their full strategy at this story on channel3000.com or on the free Channel 3000 mobile app.
6:33 now. The CDC says e-cigarettes are now the most commonly used tobacco products among young people. 10% of middle and high schoolers reported using them in 2023. In Monona, there is a temporary ban in place right now on opening vape shops. The decision came after the city received a proposal to open a fourth shop near several schools. The city rejected that. Now we're hearing from people on both sides of the issue about the decision.
We really want to have tobacco products and those kinds of things being advertised like directly across from the high school. I really don't feel that that's probably in the best interest of our community.
It's the protect the children type of outcry, but we don't have that outcry for bars or for liquor stores, and you know, top 10 drunkest cities, good chunk of them are in Wisconsin.
One Knuckleheads manager tells News 3 Now that they do card every person who makes a purchase at their shop. With the ban in place for 6 months, Monona City administration is going to go to the community now and spend some time gathering feedback and working through regulatory logistics.
To more local news now, Madison is on track to build more than 500 affordable apartments on the city's north side thanks to new tax incremental financing, or TIF funds. The money is helping cover a $6 million funding gap. The city is building 2 apartment complexes on the old Hartmeyer site. One building will house 300 units, the other 250. They'll consist of standard 1- and 2-bedroom units with some 3- and 4-bedroom units for larger families.
As far as when will the next project come along, we're working on them now. Every day we have more projects come in, and the biggest challenge that we face is that housing is a very long time frame, regardless of what kind it is, and it takes a lot of work and effort to make it happen.
All of the units will be affordable at 60% of Dane County's median household income. Qualifying incomes range from $48,000 to $80,000. As part of the development, these apartments have to remain affordable for the next 3 decades.
It is Call for Action Week, and we're highlighting the work our volunteers have been doing for people in the area. In the first quarter of this year, listen to this, News 3 Now and our volunteers saved nearly $450,000 for the community. We've also successfully solved 51 cases. The stories we've been sharing this week are all leading up to tonight's Call for Action Telethon. Volunteers will start taking your calls at 4 o'clock until 6:30.
The Packers' schedule for next season is officially out, and in the home opener, the Pack will go up against the Indianapolis Colts. Week 4, the Vikings will come to Titletown. Week 10 is their bye week. 2 weeks later, they'll host the San Francisco 49ers, another anticipated matchup with them. And then it's 4 straight primetime games with Thanksgiving at Lambeau against the Dolphins. Big one there. The next Thursday after that, the team will head to Detroit, and then they'll have Sunday Night Football in Seattle, and they will finish up their regular season with a Week 18 matchup against the Chicago Bears.
News 3 Now caught up with some fans who are sure excited about this year's schedule. One fan says he hopes this will be the season of love.
Basic answer, but I love love. One game that really sticks out to me that I'm looking forward to is against the Texans. I know it's the big young quarterback dynamic there with Jordan Love, C.J. Stroud going at it. Increasing the win streak against the Bears will be fun. Also seeing the game in Brazil will be interesting.
So if you want to see the Packers in person in Brazil, we've been checking travel packages to see them play there. Are going to run you anywhere from $1,500 to $5,700 bucks.
We're going or what? You saving up for us?
I'm still trying. I'm still holding out hope that work's going to send me to go. To go cover this thing.
Why don't you hold out hope just a little longer, my friend?
In South America. No, exciting time in the NFL. The NFL's really made a big spectacle out of this.
Absolutely.
With the schedule release.
Year round, baby.
Got some circled matchups on the Packers schedule, that's for sure. Coming up after the break, where Vice President Kamala Harris will be in Wisconsin today and who she's going to be talking with.
And the heaviest of the rain sitting just to our north. Do have the chances of seeing some stronger storms later in the day. We'll time that out coming up.
Plus, it's almost Friday. We're working for the weekend in the 608 with a preview of what's happening in southern Wisconsin.
Save big
during our Made in the USA sale, featuring hardwood Amish products and lifetime cushion warranty sofas.
Manufactured locally in the USA.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture, ETC.
Stanley Steamer is proud to be the leader in deep cleaning, cleaning over 1 million homes and businesses across America every year, using powerful equipment custom built by us. We'll remove the buildup of dirt, dust, allergens, grime, and contaminants seen and unseen from your home and business. America's professional deep cleaner for over 75 years. It's not clean until it's Stanley Steamer Clean.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
Life's better when you're under our roof.
Policy's updated.
Because we know your house is where their dreams begin.
Impressive.
Thanks, Caleb.
And our agents are here to help you feel protected, so your family can pursue their dreams.
Hey,
Bundle life and save up to 25% on home and auto. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
When it comes to replacing or upgrading your windows and doors, you want to be confident about your decisions. With Pella Design Works, you can see what your home could look like before you buy. Black frame windows or white, vinyl, wood, or fiberglass. Bring your vision to life and rest assured it's the perfect style for your home. Right now, get 0% interest-free financing for up to 48 months when you order by May 31st. Set your free in-home consultation at PellaWI.com.
Best areas that we found, unfortunately, which is probably the area that we found were suffering the most, was from tax. And so by building this wealth optimization team, right, where we can bring in CFAs, CFPs, tax attorneys, CPAs, and really get to the heart of the matter of, targeted, risk, institutionally managed portfolios, to specialized indexing strategies, to basically helping people make that transition from accumulation to distribution and understand that it's a whole nother game.
Save big
during our Made in the USA sale,
featuring hardwood Amish products
and lifetime cushion warranty sofas.
manufactured locally in the USA.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture, ETC.
Been scammed? Landlord not responding? Have billing disputes? Take action. Today from 4 to 6:30 p.m., call 608-270-2833, and News 3 Now's Call for Action investigators will help you get results. News 3 Now, winner of 27 awards of excellence from the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association, including News Operation of the Year and Station of the Year.
We'll continue to strive for excellence every day to bring you the area's best local news coverage. News 3 Now.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning. Moving forward.
We are back with some campaign news this morning. Vice President Kamala Harris will be in the Badger State today. Harris will campaign in Milwaukee for her 4th visit to Wisconsin this year. She'll be arriving at Milwaukee General Mitchell Airport at 11. While here, she'll be having a conversation with comedian and DJ host D.L. Hughley.
Her visit follows the release of a new Times Siena poll that shows Biden and Trump are neck and neck in Wisconsin. Trump barely leading among likely voters. Biden leading among registered voters. It also showed the president struggling with younger voters and people of color, but those aren't the only groups Biden's having problems with. Since launching his re-election campaign, Biden relied heavily on his efforts to lower health care costs, particularly for seniors. But a new Kaiser Family Foundation poll shows 40% of seniors know about the cap on out-of-pocket drug costs. One of Biden's most touted policies was capping insulin at $35 a month. 52% of older Americans are aware of that provision.
President Biden and former President Trump have agreed to face off in their first presidential debate of the election season next month. And while the two top candidates are the same as they were 4 years ago, the debates will be different this time around. CBS's Jared Hill has more.
Well, make my day, pal.
Less than an hour after President Biden threw out this debate challenge.
So let's pick the dates, Donald. I hear you're free on Wednesdays.
Taunting former President Trump over the criminal trial keeping him in court 4 days a week, the presumptive Republican nominee said, let's get ready to rumble.
I've accepted the two, 100%.
Trump and Biden are now set to face off in 2 debates. The first, June 27th, hosted by CNN. The second with ABC on September 10th. No studio audience.
The left, will you shut up, man?
Listen, in the rematch 4 years in the making, the Biden campaign wants moderators to be able to cut mics to minimize disruptions.
It's about the candidates clearly articulating their vision for where they want to take the country.
Some voters in battleground Pennsylvania tell CBS News they don't think the debates are going to change a lot of minds.
People have their own formed opinions already about each party, so I feel like neither have really anything to gain out of it. It's just going to be a fighting match, really.
Third-party candidate Robert F. Kennedy Jr. appears to be locked out from the debate stage. He's accused the Biden and Trump campaigns of colluding to exclude him. Jared Hill, CBS News.
Meanwhile, Biden's campaign has also proposed a vice presidential debate for sometime in late July.
Meantime, we are keeping an eye on what's happening at Pfizer Forum, where the Republican National Convention will be held this July. Protesters are likely to be at the arena in Milwaukee. The city, though, has yet to finalize where the protesters will be stationed. Their anticipated location is just 1 block east of the convention. Despite a push from the GOP, a top security official is skeptical about changing those plans. We are expected to get final security and demonstration locations confirmed by mid-June.
Happening this morning, former President Donald Trump will be back in court for his criminal election interference trial. Trump's lawyers will continue with their cross-examination of Michael Cohen, one of Trump's former lawyers. Earlier this week, Cohen told the jury Trump was personally involved in the plan to give adult film star Stormy Daniels money to hide an affair they had from voters ahead of the 2016 election. The prosecution says they could rest by the end of this week.
All right, 6:45, checking in with Savannah and your forecast. Hey, Savannah.
Hey guys, good morning. Temperatures out there sitting in the lower to mid 50s for the most part. Middleton, though. Just north of here in Tacoma, 53 in Black River Falls, and then 54 in Mineral Point. We are waking up to some showers out there right now this morning early, but eventually we could see some strong to even severe thunderstorms. That wouldn't be until later in the day though. Mainly looking at about noon to 6 p.m. though. So we could see some damaging winds, some smaller hail, and we do have a lower level risk out there. That's mainly for areas across southern Wisconsin. And then after that, we're looking at things clearing out, stuff drying out. We aren't looking at anything as we head into Friday and Saturday, but that could be a different story after that for Sunday night into Monday. We do, like I said, have that lower level marginal risk of seeing severe storms. But going forward, any showers that we're seeing early this morning, that's pretty much sitting up near Wisconsin Dells. And then as we head through about noon to 6, that's when we could see a couple of stronger storms out there, mainly looking at around Watoma and definitely areas east or west of that. And then as we're coming to about 6, 7, that's when all that's going to move out of here. Temperatures are going to be up into the lower 70s today and then near 80 degrees tomorrow. So over the next couple of days, we're going to see temperatures eventually cooling down. That wouldn't be until mid to late week next week. So expect above average temperatures up until then.
All right, Savannah, thank you. Hey, it's almost the weekend in the 608, so we are letting you know what's going on out there in southern Wisconsin this weekend.
That's right. Our Josh Sprider's here to break it all down for you. Josh, what do we got going on?
Good morning, guys. So we may be approaching summer here in the 608, but we are also halfway to Halloween right now, or at least that's what they're calling it in Stoughton. This weekend, Screamin' Acres is hosting its second annual Halfway to Halloween. Their monsters will emerge for a spring version of the production for one night only on Saturday, May 18th. Guests will get a sneak peek into major changes already underway, as well as a simplified version of the regular production. All tickets are $25, about $12 less than October admission, and are found on their website. Guests can also save $5 a ticket using the promo code on their Facebook page. The Mill Boutique Hotel and Grace Coffee in Wanakee are proud to host live music and food trucks. This will happen every Friday through September. Your friends and family are invited to enjoy the cozy patio and backyard this summer. You can stay tuned to their social media pages for the live band and food truck lineups. And finally, on Saturday, the Middleton Arts Committee is hosting a free one-day art walk featuring the works of dozens of artists. This is happening on Terrace Avenue near Capitol Brewery and Beer Garden in downtown. The event will take place from 10 to 5. You can expect painting, photography, and jewelry. There will also be live demonstrations and music featuring locally owned restaurants and boutique retailers. Remember, we are your home for what's happening in the 608. You can go to channel3000.com and click on that community calendar. It's going to be a busy weekend. What do you think, halfway to Halloween?
I'm not going to lie, that kind of jarred me for a second. Like, hold on a second.
I got that email and it was like, I mean, it makes sense, 6 months, but still.
Might as well go have some fun.
And it's going to be a good weekend to be outside. Usually at that time, we're like kind of, it's
is it going to snow? Is it going to rain? Yeah, that's right.
It's Send to Mai going on in Stoughton this weekend.
Send to Mai in Stoughton, yes. I'll be there tomorrow morning, all dressed up in costume. I saw it was waiting on my desk this morning. So, yeah, we'll be having some fun down with the folks in Stoughton tomorrow.
All right. Thanks, Josh.
You bet.
Josh is always looking for inspiration to share in the 608. Reach out on social media or email him for a chance to be featured.
All right, coming up in the morning sprint, we have all of today's top headlines.
If you have a little kiddo turning 3 soon, let us know. We'll show their picture on TV. We'll be right back.
Sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
Bad sleep?
The worst.
There's really no excuse for bad sleep during the Memorial Day Super Sale at Denver Mattress. Right now, the more you buy, the more you save. Get $100 off every $1,000 you spend and watch the savings stack up. Or check out the Summit Easy on the Wallet for only $299.99. Save up to $200 on our Doctor's Choice lineup, plus 6 years no interest and free shipping. The Memorial Day Super Sale, on now at Denver Mattress.
Do you suffer with pain, numbness, and tingling in the hands or feet? Commonly diagnosed as peripheral neuropathy? Are you taking drugs such as Lyrica or gabapentin that have serious side effects and often do not relieve your symptoms? Your doctor has told you you may just have to live with the pain. Peripheral neuropathy is a result of damage to the nerves, often causing burning, weakness, pain, numbness, tingling, and the most debilitating balance problems. Our facility uses multiple therapeutic methods to help give you relief from neuropathy symptoms with no injections and no drugs. You may start seeing relief after only a few sessions. To determine if your neuropathy symptoms can be relieved, we will do a consultation to evaluate the extent of your condition. Call us today to schedule your neuropathy consultation to find out if you're a candidate for our therapy. Call today.
It's our Spring Envy Flooring Sale, plus special financing to make your projects a reality. Our talented interior designers at H&R Carpets and Flooring take you through each step. On sale now at H&R Carpets and Flooring, Wanakee.
Do you want to close out?
Should I? Normally I'd hold, but taking the gains is smart here, right?
Feel more confident with stock ratings from JP Morgan analysts in the Chase app. When you've got a decision to make, the answer is JP Morgan Wealth Management.
Arby's Smokehouse Brisket smokes for 13 peaceful, silent hours, soaking up all that hickory wood as the fast-paced world melts behind. Ooh, crispy onions! Arby's, we have the meat.
Need inspiration? Shop Pick and Save. For over 30,000 mouth-watering choices, plus savings like digital coupons worth over $600 each week and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump. Pick and Save is worth it every time. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Everyone has their own idea of what fitness means to them. Here's what it means to us. We believe fitness can be more than exercise, that it can build a better tomorrow. It can change how you feel. It can build more than muscle. It can build community. And no matter what your reason, the common goal is simple. It's for a better tomorrow. Join us for a better tomorrow.
Nobody crafts a festival like Stoughton.
6:52, time for the morning sprint.
A Dodge County Board Supervisor is facing charges for bringing a gun into an elementary school. Dodge County Sheriff's deputies arrested Daniel Siegman on Wednesday. The sheriff says his office received 4 reports that Siegman had brought a gun to Honor Elementary in Neosho. Siegman also serves on the school's board. The charges he's facing include possession of a firearm in a school.
Madison police are asking for your help this morning finding this woman. This is Jigdania Centendo Cruz. She was reported missing on Tuesday, last seen on Schrader Road at her home on April 6th. She was last heard from April 10th. Police say she speaks Spanish. Anyone with information should call police.
The Merrimack Ferry is closed again today. Crews are resurfacing the south landing leading to the ferry. The DOT is asking people who rely on that to use another route. The ferry should be back open tomorrow.
The CDC says overdose deaths are decreasing nationwide. Data from 23 shows a decrease for the first time since the pandemic. The agency predicts Wisconsin saw a decrease in 2023 of 4%. Still, the number of overdose deaths across the nation in 2023 remain tens of thousands higher than numbers we had 5 years ago.
A ransomware attack against Ascension Healthcare is holding up some burials and cremations. In Racine, a funeral home says it's having trouble going forward with arrangements due to unsigned death certificates. Ascension says they're working to resolve the issue, but haven't given a timeline of when that could happen.
Today, the lawyer for Maxwell Anderson will be in court for a scheduling conference. Anderson's accused of killing and mutilating 19-year-old Jade Robinson and burning her car. The conference comes as multiple outlets in Milwaukee have reported that Anderson has sold his home, which is at the center of the investigation into her murder.
Former President Donald Trump will be back in court today. His lawyers will continue cross-examining Michael Cohen, one of Trump's former lawyers. Earlier this week, Cohen told the jury Trump was personally involved in the plan to give adult film star Stormy Daniels money to hide an affair they had from voters ahead of the 2016 election. The prosecution says they could rest by the end of this week.
President Biden and former President Donald Trump will hold 2 debates before the election. CNN will host the first June 27th in Atlanta. ABC will host the second on September 10th. The network's required candidates to receive at least 15% in 4 separate national polls to qualify. So far, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. does not meet those standards.
Vice President Kamala Harris will be in the Badger State today. Harris will campaign in Milwaukee for her 4th visit to Wisconsin this year. She'll be arriving at Milwaukee General Mitchell Airport at 11. While here, she will have a conversation with comedian and radio show host D.L. Hughley.
Inflation cooled slightly in April, according to a closely watched report out now. It's the first time this calendar year prices on many items are starting to ease. Grocery stores and car dealerships are where consumers found the biggest price relief, according to the Labor Department's report.
And we are tracking temperatures that are eventually going to make it in the lower 70s right now for the most part, mid to upper 50s, a couple of lower 40s though if you're off towards Sheboygan, the lake, and Milwaukee. 72 is your high today, 79 Friday, and then a warmer stretch of weather moves in, but we're still tracking that chance of maybe even a couple strong to even severe thunderstorms later this afternoon. We're looking at about noon up until 6, so gotta watch for that. I think our biggest thing is going to be damaging winds, maybe some smaller hail. Also some pockets of heavy rain.
All right, we got some rain to keep an eye on this tonight. And then we got a nice stretch coming this weekend. Savannah, thank you. Thanks for waking up with us, folks. We're back with another news and weather update coming up in 30 minutes.